Tata Motors has unveiled the CNG variants of the Tiago and Tigor models at a starting price of 6.09 lakh rupees and 7.69 lakh rupees respectively. Sailesh Chandra, Managing Director, said the company is trying to make CNG vehicles an aspirational choice. Listen in to a slice of his exclusive conversation with BTTV's Chetan Bhutani.
Tell us about how did you think of the CNG variants, and suddenly are you planning to to venture into CNG versions, a lot of it now?
So thanks, Chetan, and thanks for having me on this show. The thought of CNG goes to the trend that we have been observing in the last few years, especially last 2 years, that it has been seeing some very steep increases in as far as growth rates are concerned. And this has been on the back of rising petrol fuel prices, and therefore in segments like hatches and sedans, where customers are very particular about running costs and all, we are seeing that preference for CNG is increasing. Also, in these segments, the diesel models had got discontinued because of BS6, where it became less viable. And also, we are seeing that with as the CNG stations are increasing across the country, there is a traction which is clearly being seen in CNG models. And therefore, we selected these two models as the first two models to be launched in the CNG as a CNG variant, and with slightly different philosophy of making the CNG more aspirational as compared to a compromised choice, which was what we were seeing. And when we surveyed the market, it was coming out very clearly that customers do feel concerned about the performance, which lacks a bit in CNG model. There's always a worry around the safety part, and they have very compromised choices available with lesser features and all. So we took these into consideration, and these became the differentiating factor for us. And that is how we have gone ahead with launching the CNG models. As far as further penetration of CNG variants in our portfolio is concerned, I think we are carefully watching each segment because each segment and their consumers have very different preferences, and therefore we'll be down selecting few other segments where it would make sense and where there will be enough customers to go for CNG variants, and then progressively launch.
Sure. So one more thing I remember quickly, the government had recently announced that they would now bring up 6 airbags. The draft notification is out. How are you studying to that, and do you think there would be a potential price hike if such a development happens?
Price hike, I think, will be imminent because there is going to be an additional cost, but we are in the process of evaluation, not only the cost, but also the feasibility of timelines and all that we are assessing. So it will be premature for me to comment before we have the results coming out of the evaluation that we are doing.
Now, after the tech supremo, Elon Musk flagged that his company is working through a lot of challenges to launch its products in India, we spoke to MOS Electronics IT, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, to understand the centre's stance on the issue. In an exclusive to BTTV, he urged Musk to explore India as a partner. Listen in.
I will speak broadly on the EV space. I believe given where we are on electronics and our ambitions and our goals for semiconductors, as you know, EV is a very semiconductor and electronics and tech intensive product and platform. I think India and Indian entrepreneurs, there are so many, I've met many of them, very, very, very bright startups that are in the EV space, in the battery space, in the energy space, in the AI space. So I think this is an area that India will take a lead in, and India is going to be playing a bigger role for in terms of the global evolution of the EV segment. Apart from that, I don't want to speak to the controversy or the issues with Tesla. We respect Elon Musk everybody does. Anybody who has a slightest hint or connection to the tech space has the greatest respect and regard for him. But India is totally committed to an Atmanirbhar Bharat approach towards electronics and technology. We don't want just things to be imported if it can be manufactured, it can be designed, and an ecosystem for that can be built in India. So I would encourage Tesla and Elon Musk to explore India as a partner in not just selling a platform, but also in design, development, and manufacturing that state-of-the-art EV platform.